Rebecca Romaine and Jerry O'Connell host The Real Love Boat, departing October 5th on CBS.
Welcome to the Real Love Boat Series Kickoff Party! My name is Campbell, and it's my pleasure to be the cruise director here on board Discovery Princess, the newest ship in the Princess fleet. And we thank each and every one of you for coming and helping us celebrate as we set course for adventure on the most exciting matchmaking journey to ever come aboard a cruise ship, the Real Love Boat. Now, this isn't a remake, this isn't a reboot, this isn't a revival of the show we know and love. This is something exciting and new. This is an original show where singles get to open their hearts and open their minds to find love as they set sail through the Mediterranean. And we are excited to share it with you. Now, by show of hands and woohoos, how many of you have seen the original Love Boat television show? A classic, and myself, it's how I was introduced to cruising. See, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm from the middle of the country, nowhere near an ocean. Princess does not go there. Yet, we'll see, yeah. But something about that show made cruising stand out for me. I mean, maybe it was the characters and their relationships. It could have been the itineraries, the scenery. It quite possibly was the food. But for sure, it stood out to me. Now, as a cruise director, I get to enjoy all of those things on a regular basis. I get to walk outside on the open deck and look around. And as far as the eye can see, nothing. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. I do love it. But we're not here to reminisce. We are here to celebrate. And we have loads in store for you. So let's get to it. I'd like to start off by welcoming to the stage the president of Princess, John Paget, and the CEO of Eureka Productions, Chris Coverton. Hello, welcome to the
Thank you, Duval. We certainly appreciate you being here. And welcome to the Discovery Princess. You know, we are here celebrating one of the most iconic brands ever created, the Love Boat. And for the last 40 years, Princess Cruises has carried that spirit forward. And it's now with the vision of Chris and Eureka Productions and CBS that we are bringing the Love Boat back in the Real Love Boat.
What a privilege, what an honor to reboot such an iconic show. When you think about the Love Boat, you think about the joy, you think about the adventure, and of course you think about the romance. And that's exactly what we tried to capture in this new series. Shooting a show, launching a new show is tough anytime, but we decided to do it back to back with Australia, US, on a boat in the Mediterranean, just to make it tricky for us. And we couldn't have done it without the support of CBS, Princess, and Eureka, and just want to thank the incredible team in front and behind the camera for making this happen. We hope it's the first of many voyages, and you'll love the show, and we get to make it a lot more. Thank you.
And for everyone here from the original Love Boat, thank you. We certainly appreciate it. For everyone who was on the Regal Princess, it was our production ship. Thank you. And thank you, Discovery Princess. And thank you, Eureka and CBS.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is JP, John Paget, and Chris Coleman. Princess has been famous for the Love Boat for over 40 years. And it could be because of the iconic characters or the fun stories that help share it around the United States. Now, with that being said, cruising has changed quite a bit from 1977 to now. For one, the ships are a lot bigger. The Pacific Princess, the ship that the Love Boat was filmed on, that was only 550 feet long. Wow. The ship you're on right now, the Discovery Princess, is 1,080 feet. It's a little bit longer. Oh. And it needs to be, because now more people are cruising. The Pacific Princess, it held 670 guests. The Discovery Princess holds 3,600. It's a lot. But in my opinion, the best thing that's changed over the years is the length of the shorts that the crew have to wear. I'm telling you, looking back at those episodes of The Love Boat, the shorts were so short, it's like they were wearing a belt with pockets. So look at these slacks, look at that long pant leg. I love it. But those things have changed. What has stayed the same? Well, guests still come on board to discover the world. The crew, they still work incredibly hard to make sure that you have the vacation of a lifetime. And all of the cruise directors still have that same Julie McCoy styled hairdo. Oh, for the most part. For the most part. Speaking of the crew, let's meet the crew of the real Love Boat that helped our singles fall in love.
I'm the captain of the real Love Boat.
My name's Matt and I'm the crew secretary here on board.
Hi, I'm Ezra and I am the bartender.
We all remember the Love Boat, the original TV series.
I love the original Love Boat.
If I got $1 for every single time I've been called Julie McCoy, my job in the real Love Boat is just to be here, there, and everywhere.
I am a bartender, I am a therapist, and honey, I am a matchmaker.
My job is to navigate from port to port. I also help on navigating love and romance.
I'm so excited to help these singles make the best decisions possible.
I will lock somebody in a cabin together if that's what it's going to take for these people to fall in love.
It's just an incredible opportunity to find love. For one, you're on a cruise ship.
One of the most special parts about being on a cruise ship is being outside, being under the stars.
Two, you're in the Mediterranean, one of the most romantic regions in the world.
If there is a couple that managed to bond, I would love to marry them at the end of the voyage.
And we are hitting up 12 major cities.
Barcelona, Messina, Naples. If you cannot fall in love in Santorini, I got nothing for you.
3, all of these singles are smoking hot. And 4, we've got this dream team here of myself, Matt, and Captain Paolo, making sure that you have the most magical experience. So tune into The Real Love Boat. It truly will be exciting and new.
Come on board Wednesday, October 5th. We're expecting you on CBS and Paramount October.
Let's meet them. Let's hear for Captain Paolo, bartender Ezra, and cruise director Matt. Welcome. Let's give them a round of applause. Welcome. Thank you for joining us here on the Discovery Princess. A few questions for you. Now, Captain Paolo, you have been a captain, and you've been on ships for over 20 years. What is it about cruise ships that's so romantic to you?
Good evening, all. What is so romantic? I think the combination of the individual romantic situation that you can find on the ships, you cannot find anywhere else. I mean, you're on the ship, you are sailing, the sound of the ocean waves, no frame with the romantic and picturesque scenery, like I don't know, Santorini, or anywhere in the Mediterranean, really. So I think this whole environment makes it more conducive to people that comes on board for cruise. They leave all the trouble behind, as we say, because it's kind of magical when you come on the ship and you feel you are entering on this atmosphere that it doesn't have any problem. Everything is being taken care of. So you are more inclined to be open up to relationships and to meet people and maybe develop into find love. And yeah, I guess that's it.
Absolutely. And we hope our singles did. Absolutely. Now, Ezra, you've worked on cruise ships before as well. What was it like coming back and filming such an iconic series?
It was iconic indeed. I mean, that's the perfect word for it. Just like you said, the three of us, we are no strangers to ships, but this was all of our first TV show. So it was so fun because, you know, we had our hosts who are very well-versed in film and TV. So for them, the ship was the exciting and new part, pun absolutely intended. But for us, it was the film and TV, getting to experience that, but also already feeling at home because we're so used to being on board. It was just a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I can't wait for everyone to see it.
And Max, from one cruise director to another, how do you use being a cruise director to help people fall in love?
Yeah, do you know what? I think I did this for so long now, and to be able to take those skills onto the show and watch these singles come on board. And I think the youth of today are so used to, you know, dating through an app, right? On Tinder and Bumble and Tumble and all these other things that they're going on today. And I think people, they forget, right? They forget that, hey, you can actually have a conversation in person. So to be able to, like, you know, push them along just a little bit and be like, introduce yourself, that was really cool, man. And yeah, it was interesting to see.
You gotta push them with your foot sometimes.
A bit of everything, just go.
Now, this is the crew of The Real Love Boat, but we also have two hosts that are well-versed in love. And they know all that there is to know about love. They are the voices behind the Real Love Boat theme song, and they even celebrated their 15-year wedding anniversary on board while they were filming. Jerry O'Connell and Rebecca Romaine are your hosts for The Real Love Boat. They are the perfect couple to guide our singles and to share their tips on love and romance. Now, unfortunately, they are not here with us today, but Jerry did want to send in a personal video message to us to celebrate this momentous occasion. Take a look.
Hey everybody, so sorry that we can't be there tonight, but we're getting ready to head to New York to promote The Real Love Boat. My wife, Rebecca, and I love shooting the show. We are so excited for the show to premiere in just like 3-4 days. As a child of the 80s and 70s, the original series, it was everything. You know, Rebecca and I watched the whole thing, well, a lot of the whole thing. I mean, there's 10 years of it, to get pumped for this show, The Real Love Boat. The scripted show, it was an original, it was an inspiration for The Real Love Boat. Filming for us, and I speak on behalf of everyone who was involved in The Real Love Boat, it was a magical experience. The ship, the Regal Princess, the destinations, the Mediterranean, it was magical. It was the perfect setting for romance. And we are so excited to watch our couples as they embark on their search for love and looking for real connections. These are real people, folks, looking for real connections. That search was helped along by the amazing Real Love Boat crew, Captain Paolo, cruise director Matt, bartender Ezra. Love them. Between all of them, they have 40 years of experience on Princess Cruises. We also had some very special guests. You'll know what we're talking about. We hope, and we really do think that folks are going to love this show and be inspired to cruise. Enjoy tonight. We'll see you soon.
Now, we have met our cast and our crew, but let's find out more about who is looking for love.
Look, what are you doing? I loved that show when I was a kid.
Jerry, no need to watch The Love Boat. We're aboard The Real Love Boat.
Let's go. The original Love Boat was about characters finding love on the high seas. Here on the Real Love Boat, real singles are hoping to find their soulmates.
And to help them find love, just like on the original series,
We have our captain
the bartender.
and our cruise director.
Our singles will set a course for love in some of the world's most romantic and beautiful ports in the Mediterranean.
Nice. The ship makes lovers who are flat out gorgeous, out of strangers. You asked for it.
The singles will compete as couples in challenges designed to test their compatibility. But it won't always be smooth sailing.
No, it's just hard.
There will be drama on the high seas
We're done.
as new singles arrive in every port.
Please welcome our newest single,
Hey.
And others get left behind. 2 couples will be going home tonight.
all in the quest to find true love.
If the connection is deep and strong, you got nothing to worry about.
Where's the bartender? It's a cruise our singles will never forget.
Jerry, where are our singles? Are they close?
Hey! Man, finally in. All right, let's meet our singles.
Ooh, I can't wait. The Real Love Boat is about to set sail. Exciting and new.
Exciting and new.
Come aboard. We're expecting you. Soon we'll be making another run. The Love Boat
Promises something more.
I'm excited. All right, now we have seen some of our singles, we have our crew, we have our hosts, but there are a few special guests that make appearances throughout the show as well, am I correct?
You are indeed.
Yes, and I'm excited about it. Now, on board right now, we have some true cruise ship royalty. Ooh, indeed. For over 40 years, they have been sharing their love of cruising as ambassadors for Princess. And they are 2 of the original cast members of The Love Boat. Please welcome Jill Whelan and Ted Nash. Well, thank you for joining us. Welcome, welcome. I'm fangirling. I really am. I'm fangirling over here. Jill, you've been an ambassador for Princess for a few years. Every time we see you, you are wowing us, and we thank you so much for your representation. We appreciate it so much at Princess. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, it couldn't be easier. It is my favorite place to be on the planet Earth.
It's incredible, yeah. And Ted, you don't know this, but when I went on my first cruise as a guest, every picture that I took, I had the double barrel finger point. Every single picture, every one of them, I did.
You know how I got that?
How did you get it?
Because I'm an actor, and they said, look into the camera and smile. And I said, as an actor, what am I smiling about? What is my motivation? And the producer said, think about your check.
That's awesome. And I think they want us. Can you do the point? Can you give us a good hey, just for the audience, because everybody has their cameras out. Everyone wants to see it.
Wait. No, I'm gonna stand here, center stage. Watch carefully, because people don't know how to do this, you know? Sometimes people do like this. Hey, Isaac, is this it? No, you have to drop it. So here you go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Seem a little shy. You two were guest stars on The Real Love Boat. When you were filming, did any of the flashbacks happen of you filming the original series? Did you get any memories that came back, flooding back to you?
I think it's just so fun to see all of the young people fall in love. And when they finally had the cameras there was a little bit of nostalgia. But they have a lot less equipment now than they did when we were there. I mean, we had cables, and it's so much more streamlined now.
But I'm gonna tell you something. I had the best time ever because Ezra, who was playing the bartender on the show, she and I have a great chemistry, and if you watch the show, you'll see it. I was only supposed to do 2 days of filming. Remember this? We were only supposed to do 2 days. But we just clicked. And the producers came and knocked on my door after the second day and said, say, listen, we like what's going on between you and Ezra on camera. And I'm glad they said on camera. And they said, we want to film another day with you and Ezra. And I said, absolutely. And we had a great time, didn't we? Don't you think so?
It was so special, Ted. I can't stop talking about you to everyone that I know. I'm like, he is amazing. He's even better than you would think. We had so much fun, and I think it's going to show.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's incredible. I love it. I'm going to ask about all the behind-the-scenes stuff. I'm so interested in it. But what do you all think? What do you think? Because you've worked with him quite a bit, Jill. What do you think that Gavin would have thought of this show?
You know, Gavin would have loved this. Gavin was one of the most positive people that ever walked the planet. So anything having to do with love and finding love, he would have been the biggest cheerleader for, and I know he's going to be watching. I know he will be.
Yeah, he truly is one of the great. Now, like we said, you two do make guest appearances on The Real Love Boat. And we actually have a clip of one of these guest appearances. Now,
really?
We did.
I'm shocked.
Just so happened to.
You know what? We really need to get you into some sort of therapy.
Put me on film and show the damn clip.
Now we did have 2 clips, but Jill, we can't show your clip because you show up later on in the series, and if we showed your clip, then it would be a spoiler, and we don't want to give away.
I get that a lot.
Right, we're gonna give a sneak peek, not a tell-all. So we're gonna save you for when we actually air. But Ted, you show up in episode 1. So we're gonna show a bit of your time on The Real Love Boat. Let's take a look at Ted Lange on The Real Love Boat.
That's amazing.
I like how you did the dolphin sound today.
Joking.
I was trying to do them, but I couldn't do them, so.
Hey, gang, where's the bartender? We got champagne. You're all single, you're looking for love, right? I'm gonna tell you the secret to finding love. I've done this for a lot of cruises. What is the most important thing we must do when we're talking to each other and trying to find love?
Be vulnerable, eye contact.
No?
Listen.
Ah, my darling.
Yes.
Listen, because you guys are gonna tell each other who you really are. So do that for me, and I guarantee you, you're gonna find love. Okay?
Love it.
All right. Good luck.
It was
crazy to see Isaac the bartender face to face. It's just like, wow.
Here's the money, love.
No.
What's up, singles? How are you?
Oh my God.
Elisa, you get to pick your date to the captain's table.
Oh my God.
Who's it gonna be? You could pick one of these guys, or you could pick one of these men.
Which men?
Are you serious? The women have control right now, and that means two of us are being left at court. This sucks.
Cheers now. Oh, I just pulled up myself.
Starting off with a bang. All right. All right, well, you two are making guest appearances, and so we're definitely going to keep an eye out for you on The Real Love Boat. We will, for sure. But you also were stars on the original Love Boat. There were guest stars on the original Love Boat as well. Now, on that show, on the original Love Boat, over 1,000 guest stars appeared throughout its runtime. But over 30 of them were Oscar winners. We have a few of those guest stars here in the audience. And we have got to give a bit of credit where credit is due. So let's give a huge round of applause for him. First, the incredible Joan Van Ark. The amazing Adrian Zemag. And we have Charlene Tilton. Mackenzie Phillips. David Faustino. Don Most. Christopher Knight. Veronica Cartwright. And 10-time guest star Charo. We thank you all so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Now, we have been talking about The Real Love Boat. I think it's about time we see The Real Love Boat. Don't you agree? We have for you a sneak peek of the first 10 minutes of The Real Love Boat. You are going to see it right here first. You get that sneak peek, all right? So, with that being said, take a look. This is Act 1, Episode 1 of The Real Love Boat.
Salve a tutti, Regal Princess. So this is Captain Carlos speaking from the bridge.
I've been in the cruise industry for nearly 25 years, and my last 5 years as captain.
Jill, we thank you, Paolo, Ezra, Matt, and Ted. We thank each and every one of you for coming and enjoying The Real Love Boat October 5th on CBS and Paramount Plus. Make sure you tune in. now we're going to keep the love feel going. We do have a bit of an after party for you. Our Love on Deck party. If you are part of the media, you'll head to Take 5 Jazz Lounge. If you are, or anyone else, we'll see you up on the open deck on deck number 16 at the Wakeview Bar. But we want to see you all at 7:30 in the Piazza for our Love Boat finale. We thank you all so much for coming. You've been great. I've been Duvall. We'll see you all.